I'm Belushi,
And I'm Wiggins.
and this is Living Life with a Helmet, the podcast where two longtime best friends try to make sense of life, parenting, and literally anything while battling full throttle ADHD.
We've known each other for over 20 years. He's like a brother, I'm like a sister. We finish each other's forgotten thoughts.
Exactly. We talk about kids, chaos, relationships, mental health, and squirrels.
Life with a helmet, because let's be real, some of us should have come with one. Strap in, it's gonna be a ride. When you find something shiny and you want to get into it, how quickly are you going on that hyperfocus train? Like how long does it take? How long are you in hyperfocus? How quickly does it go away? Yeah, gone.
Huh? Paul? Well, just like that, repeat the question, please. God damn it, dude.
So, like, I'm trying to think of an example for me. Like,
Well,
something...
you just have. I had an answer. I just forgot just forgot the question. And I'm not dumb. I'm not dragging my face on the ground or anything. Well, it might be.
Maybe a little bit. So when you find something shiny, like a new hobby or something that you're like, maybe I could get into this. Maybe this sounds cool and interesting and fun. And if you start it, and we can go a whole nother episode about how long it takes to actually start something, even if we want to start something, but that's not the time for tonight. If you start it, how quickly does hyperfocus hit? And then how long does it stay?
I got a great one. Miss Belushi, you'll love this one when you listen to it. We did a family trip to Alaska last year, which was unreal. Highly recommend.
Nice.
And we came back and we started watching this YouTube show called Outdoor Boys. And it was this guy who lived in Alaska with his family, and like he just has these badass wilderness videos, like how to survive in certain stuff, and like takes his kids out in the wilderness. Like he's got a homestead that he's rebuilding out there in Alaska. Like it's super cool. So
Cool.
anyways, like there's this one episode where his son, Outdoor Tom, yes, exactly, Outdoor Tom,
Okay.
I know, dude, the moment I said it, I was like, I'm just giggling to myself too. I feel like a loser. So anyways,
Outdoor
Outdoor
Tom.
Tom, he wanted to buy a ski machine and then, build it up, repair it, sell it, and then make money off of it and buy another one. So we go through this whole thing and we're like, oh man, like, well, let's get a go-kart. And we're like, yeah, let's get a go-kart. Right.
Yeah.
So we don't want
I
to
want
buy
a
a new
go-kart.
go-kart. So I'm like, well, let's go on Facebook Marketplace and we'll start looking around. And so one thing led to another. Miss Belushi texted me one morning super early. She's like, hey, friend of, my best friend's sister's selling theirs for $100. You got, or like
Done.
$200. You guys got to go get it. And here's the Facebook. So I found it on Facebook. I messaged the guy, got him down a little bit. Whatever, no big deal. Went and got it, needed a new motor, got a new motor, got it running, got it up and going. All that in the span of like a couple weeks, right? We had it up and running in a couple days. But then it's like we're like, yeah, we're gonna repair this and we're gonna repair that, and we did. Like we repaired a few things, and uh, that go kart has been sitting in the garage since like November, all it needs is to me to tighten the accelerator, and I haven't done it. And the kids
but
have
that's
asked
such a
me
pain in the
multiple
ass.
times. Dude, well, I really need a new accelerator cord, which, that's fine. I can take it off one of the old bikes. Well, no, we got rid of those bikes because the kids got new bikes, so whatever. Fucking anyways. Yeah, so there we are. There we are then.
Okay.
So yeah, it comes and
My
goes.
hyper
It's like
focus.
waves.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I think it depends on the the activity or whatever. Like, so I'm in this phase right
Mhm.
now where I'm really I used to do art back in the day. I mean that's how I got my nickname is, I drew the fucking Wiggins character, and second day of college people saw it and were like, "Oh my god." And that was it. But drawing, painting, I used to do a lot. And God bless you, internet wormhole. Months ago, I mean, maybe even a year, I don't know, it's been so long. I saw something about painting, like a video, and I was like, "Ooh, click." So I'm watching this person paint something, and I'm like, "Oh, that is so pleasing to watch. I really want to paint again." And then I didn't do anything about it, and then more videos started popping up because I interacted with that one. So, the internet lords were like, "You shall see more artwork. You will love it." And they were right, and I loved it. And I just kept watching and consuming these videos of people painting with acrylics and watercolor, and then the watercolor started and fucking blew my mind. And I was like, "I wanna do this." So then I went and bought watercolor paper, which is very different than regular paper, and I bought that. It was like special paper. I bought special brushes. I bought watercolor. I bought shitty watercolors so that my daughter and I could do it together, and that way I wouldn't get, like, stressed out that she was using the nice stuff, and I was like, I mean, that's the whole thing. Don't mess up the nice stuff. So I got the shitty watercolors. I got watercolor paper. I started, like, doing it, and then I immediately here's another ADHD thing. I immediately got frustrated that I wasn't as good as the video.
Oh, dude, yes.
Like, this I know is an ADHD trait, is you will start a new hobby, and you will be so instantly pissed that you are not expert level at it. This
Yeah.
the day that you start it. Not even the day, the first 10 minutes. I've been doing CrossFit for almost 10 years, and I cannot tell you the sheer rage that I had for at least 2 years that I was not so good at lifting. Like, it is. I know it's an ADHD thing. I've read up on this. Like, why are we this way? I don't have the scientific answer, but I do know that it is ADHD. But so I started getting super pissed off with these watercolors, and I kept trying it, and then I started running out of watercolor paper because I kept fucking around with it. And then my brain was like, "Don't use any more paper because you're not going to want to go get more. So you have to save it for when you want to try this again." So then I'm saving this watercolor paper and not actually practicing doing the thing that I suck at, that I want to be good at. And then so we busted it out again, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. And my daughter was doing one, I was doing one, and Mr. Wiggins was doing one, and I was just kind of like fucking around with designs and like doing little things here on the corner and little things here, and my daughter's making this big just blob that turned to black, and I'm like, "Great, it's beautiful." And then I look over at Mr. Wiggins, and this motherfucker, who is all not autistic, artistic.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant to say. Might be, folks. Just kidding.
It could be. I don't know. So here comes Mr. Wiggins, who is also an artistic person. And I look over at him and I'm like, "What the fuck are you painting?" And he was like, "Oh, I just the little nugget was asking about what what Arizona looked like. And so I showed her a YouTube video of Arizona landscapes, and I just remembered what it looked like in my head, and I just decided to paint this Arizona landscape. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, how fucking dare you be so good at this while I'm over here trying to like replicate some shit, some masterpiece shit that I see on Facebook and I've been angry about for literally months. And I look over here at you and you're like blending colors and doing little mountains and a lake over here and some little hilly grasses that just flow very nicely. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, no, it's great. Like, I love it. It's a really pretty picture. Congratulations on all your success, asshole.
Did he have any happy accidents in there?
Oh, my man, Mr. Bob Ross. Little happy accents.
Uh,
Fucking love that
Dude,
guy.
that is so funny. I think of last year, rather, not earlier this year, last year, middle of last year, I was like, I want to try to push myself to learn a new talent again all the time.
Mm,
Because it's always like the hyper focus, it's an impulsive decision usually for me, where it's like in that moment, is it immediately yes or immediately no?
mm-hmm.
If it's an immediate yes, it's like, let me grab my hat, jump
Go
on
time.
in.
Tighten that
Yeah,
helmet,
might
bro.
as
Let's go.
well. Yeah, all the fun stuff. So, but like for some reason, I don't know. So middle of last year, I said I wanted to reteach myself how to play guitar because it's been years and years and
Yeah.
years and years
Yeah.
since I've played, right? And I think I picked it up back in like September. Um, and I'm just having a roadblock playing music,
Mm,
whether it's the saxophones or it's picking up the guitar and like retraining myself how to play it. Like,
mm-hmm.
it's wild, dude. Like that, there is some sort of paralysis there of like picking up an instrument again. I don't know. It's wild.
So, funny
I
enough,
don't play with my kids. I've
well,
never played for my kids.
really?
Yeah. Very little.
Really?
Very little.
You've never blown the horn for those kids?
That sounds weird.
Oh,
That's how
that's
they
not
got
weird.
here.
You've never tooted that horn? Toot toot.
Jesus Christ. Come here, little Timmy. Um, no,
Blow here
I've
to
played
toot
very
toot.
little. Ah, Jesus Christ. This is getting out of hand.
I'm
I've
fine.
played very little for both of them.
Wow, man. Oh, you gotta get that. You gotta give it to them. Like that's such a gift. Like you were stop.
X gonna give it to you.
It's gonna give it to you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, R.I.P. What a sad
Apparently
one.
that's my phrase
Damn.
tonight is Jesus
Damn.
Christ. I
Yeah,
got a lot of that.
you're gonna have to say some sorries later because he gonna be mad.
Yeah.
um.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You gotta. I hope you find that spark again and that you can play for them because you were so fun to watch when you were in your element and you were playing because you were having so much fun doing it and it was therefore just a joy to watch you and you were you are so talented. So I hope you can find that again. But it is funny that you say that you're trying to go back to the guitar because I picked up guitar like, I don't know, 10 years ago probably. I had always wanted to play, and finally I was just like, "You know what? I'm gonna fucking do it." Remember when Groupon was like a big thing?
Yeah.
Um, I found a Groupon for guitar lessons, and I was like, "I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna fucking play guitar." And I actually like really got into it, and that was like a 2.5 year long hyper focus, and I was super
Mm.
into it. And I had this shitty little guitar that my dad bought me. I remember we went to this legendary guitar shop that's been in downtown Raleigh forever, and he bought me this this cheap little Fender, but I was so stoked about it. My dad was really stoked that I was gonna do it because my dad was a musician. He was a drummer. And, I played this thing, and I played this thing forever. And as I was learning more and more guitar and was getting better at it and more into it, I was like, "I'm gonna treat myself to a nice guitar." And this was about at the 2-year mark, and I went and bought myself this just slick, beautiful Taylor. Just a sick ass acoustic guitar. And I still have it. I can't get rid of it because I spent all this money on it and then fell out of love with guitar like 3 months later, and I was just like, "Damn it. Why did this have to happen?" But I have actually been trying to pick it back up in the last probably year because my daughter thinks it's really interesting, and I've played a little bit for her. I don't have the chops just to sit down and bust out a song or like to make up something like I kinda could, but I'll fuck around on it and strum and do some chord progressions. But she's really into it, and she'll, like even when she was, like, 1.5, 2 years old, she was like, Mommy, play," and I'd be like, "Mm, okay." I was just, like, banging around making noise. But so the last, like, year or so, I've been like, "I really wanna pick this back up and get into it again." And so I downloaded different apps about, like, it can read you playing, and you don't even have to hook it up, you just turn it on, it can tell you what to do and blah, 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 blah. I must have 3 guitar apps on my phone. Haven't
Hmm.
done one damn thing with them. They've been on my phone for easily a year, and at this point, I can't even delete them because if I delete those apps, it's gonna mess up the order of all my other apps, and then I'm gonna be super OCD pissed off about that. I don't need one
Dude,
more thing like that. Come on.
dude,
But
don't get me started there.
maybe we go on a little acoustic journey here and try to give each other shit about playing. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Maybe we do it if we're both
I've got my
trying and we're
son's
both
guitar, so that's what I've been using.
yeah.
So and it's a smaller, it's a really nice guitar. I forget what I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah. I
But
mean, that could be pretty
he's not
dope.
really playing it too much. I think he wants to play drums. I'm like, man,
Mm.
you had drums at one point.
Oh yeah, I remember that actually. I remember y'all
Yeah, I'm
getting on
like,
those.
enabling them to just try to figure out what they want to do. But
Mhm. Mhm.
I
That's
think
big.
the thing about the saxophone is, and God, man, God love my parents because I fucking played for hours at a time as a kid. Jesus fuck, can't even imagine. Oh my God.
The noise.
Thank God again, one of those things where it's like and I appreciate your kind words earlier. That
Yeah.
was very kind. Again, music was one of those things where I've always been into music, so wanting to play music, it was like a sure thing for me, right? So like
Mhm.
4th grade, like I actually signed up to play trumpet so I could play trumpet with my buddies. They lost my permission slip somehow, and so I wanted to play saxophone. My mom was like, you ain't sticking with that." Right? And
Yep.
I was like, okay, well, what do I got to do? You can play the clarinet. So I played the clarinet for a year, and I turned that bitch into a bazooka on my shoulder in class. But I'd play it, and like I'd play it pretty decently, right? Like I
Yeah.
did enough. I knew enough to be dangerous with it.
Then did you move
And then
over
I
to the
was,
Yaz flute?
yeah, it's flute, exactly. But I started picking up so I picked up the saxophone, so I started playing every single day, got really good at it. For a 4th grader, 5th grader at that time.
Yeah.
Dude, I kid you not. I tried out for all county band, but again, 5th grade, full blast ADHD, even with medicine, I was still a fucking menace, bro. Like, like still a menace. Like my poor parents. Like
Uh,
I now know what my parents went through a bit
oh
with
yeah.
my daughter at times, right? Like I love her to
Don't they
death,
say that payback
and I'll
is hell
go through all of
for
it,
parents?
but oh my god, dude. But that teacher, I tried out for all county band, and I got first chair, all
Yeah, boy.
county sax for the band, and my band teacher looked at me and she said, "I don't know how you did it. I don't know what you did, but you must actually practice at home because you don't do a thing here." I was like, "Yeah, that's right, right?" Like, that kinda, like, again, that kinda followed me through music, like, I always did enough, and, like,
Mhm.
once I got to college, it was just for fun, and I wasn't really advancing myself anymore in it, and, it was a good time. I enjoyed it, got to play with the band for a long
Yeah.
time, and, it was a very fun time of my life, a very good chapter of life,
Alright,
for
yeah,
sure, that
dude.
I'm grateful
I'm
for,
sure it
so,
was.
but,
You could tell, I mean, you just always really enjoyed it, you know?
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time, and I always enjoyed playing good music, for people, and I felt like, the old band played really good music. It was really fun for what we were
Y'all played
doing,
awesome
so
music. I fucking
had a lot of
loved
fun.
I
Yeah, it
love
was a good
seeing y'all.
time.
Man, I mean, great memories seeing y'all play.
Good old Anonymous.
Anonymous, man.
Oh, man, it's wild.
I know.
Wild, wild, wild.
I
20
know.
years.
Ew.
20 years.
And the success they're having now under a newly branded name, like,
Dude, big something, they're killing it, man. Good
hell
for
yeah.
them. No free
Yeah,
plugs, but good for them.
absolutely. Like, thrilled for them.
Love it for them.
Every time I see them pop up, I'm I'm always like, "Hell yeah." You know?
Absolutely.
That's some good shit.
100%.
That's
And
some good
seeing
shit.
some of the
They
bands
make
that
some
they're
good
playing
music.
with and where they're
Oh,
playing,
yeah.
they're doing it, man, so I'm proud of them.
I
Super
I
proud of those
follow
guys.
them.
Nothing but
Yeah,
love for them.
100%, man.
No. And speaking of music, I have been in this Bob Weir pocket
Mm,
for 2 weeks now,
yeah.
and
Paying a little homage.
it's homage, but it's something about I don't know, man. Hearing his voice now with him being gone after seeing him as many times as I did, like, it made me, like, cherish all that I got to enjoy with him, and so, like, listening to it and the damnedest of it, dude, is that, like, there was a Rolling Stones interview, like, his last Rolling Stones interview he did. He talked about death and talked about, like, "I'm looking forward to it."
Mm,
Like, because and that's why I love their music so much, and that's why I love the band so much because the band is just about the journey of life, and, like, all of the music is about that,
mhm.
and it's, like, that's just where I am, and so, like, that pocket on top of his death, on top of him, like, welcoming death because he's lived this journey of a life and he knows, well, like, the next piece of this, like, whatever, and so it's just it's wild, man, but, dude,
Yeah.
there's some fucking phenomenal music out there because I've been in this weird pocket.
Mhm.
My Spotify algorithm, like, the music recommendation that I'm getting from it has been
Oh.
awesome the past couple days,
Are you
so
discovering new shit?
yeah, and I'm adding it as I hear because I'm hearing it while I work too, so I can't, like, dive in right now,
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like, I've
yeah.
gotta go back and, like, take a look at them. Um,
Nice.
but this whole music conversation made me think about that because it's like,
Yeah.
damn, they're like he was he's responsible for so much influence out there, right?
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Imagine the music we wouldn't have without him, right?
dude, yeah.
The style of music we wouldn't
Yep.
have without him and the Dead. I mean, fuck.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, you hear about it all the time. Something else I saw that, him and Dave wanted to do a show together, but never pulled it off there at
I
the
know, I
end.
remember
I was
hearing
like,
about that
"Ah,
too.
man."
That would have been incredible.
Yeah. And man, I'm so glad I went to the Sphere last year,
I
right?
am too.
Because
I
we
actually thought about
really
that when he passed. I was like, "Oh, thank God he got to go."
yeah, I'm glad we went and we were thinking on my buddy's birthday, they always announce like who's going to be playing in the April and May slots at the
Mhm.
Sphere. And it was like, well, maybe the Dead and Company will be there again. We'll go see him because this will definitely be the last time we hear Bob, right? Like no
Yeah.
chance he'll play anymore after that. But
Yeah.
glad we got to see him. Glad I got to dive in deep again with his music and listening to him the past couple years and seeing him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's wild, man.
Well, I remember so Olivia Newton-John passed in 2002. She was such a massive, massive influence and part of my life for since I was 11, 12.
Yeah.
Um, and I know that there were a lot of fans that couldn't listen to her music because they found it too painful after she passed, and I was not one of those people. I had to listen. I had to listen all the time to everything, and I f I mean, I've always been very, very connected to her music and her as a person because she was such a wonderful, kind, genuine, giving, compassionate, spiritual person. Um, but I really rediscovered a lot of music, and a lot of things about her after she passed by diving in again.
Mhm.
And just like Bob, she was a very peaceful person and she was a very spiritual person and she was all about the journey of life and she was very big on healing in whatever form that looked like. And I feel like that I don't know if I healed more mourning her than I don't know. I feel like she helped me mourn her because of just her outlook on things and her messages and how,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know, deeply spiritual she was and all that. So like I totally get the deep dive. The posthumous deep dive, I guess. I get
Yeah.
that a lot. Um and I know it's different for everybody, but I feel like when you have, like, a musician that you're so connected to and that has done so much for you on a very, like, very deep, cellular level, like, diving back in, like, immediately following their death is just, like, this, I don't know, very, like, profound experience. I don't know.
Yeah, it really is, and it's, um it's an interesting way to mourn them, and I'm not necessarily mourning him, like, I knew the guy, right? Like,
Right.
I'm mourning him in the sense of he and diving into like learning about him and following him in this past year and a half or so, like he has helped me in my own personal journeys, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
for
there's a
sure.
huge connection for me there, right? And the funny
Mhm.
thing in all of that is I say, I've been listening to it the past 2 weeks. Dude, it took me a couple days before I could even listen to music. It took me
Mm,
a few days before I could even listen to any Dead or anything.
yeah.
Just because it was like, damn, dude, like,
Yeah.
what a bummer,
I mean, it's a
and,
deeply personal thing, you know?
yeah, yeah, so it's, and the kids are like, "Can we listen to something else?" I'm like, "No, you're going to
Mm.
listen to Bob Weir, and you're gonna like it, and that's
That's what
that."
we're doing.
Yeah.
Period, the end.
You're listening to this, and that's what you get, and you're fine.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, but how funny is it? I feel like we get more vulnerable when we talk about music because I was, like, clamming up. I'm like, "I don't have a point to this. It's just, like, this is what I'm feeling about it," you know? It's like
I know.
I get super vulnerable about music, but, like, I think for me, and it seems like for you, like music itself is a hugely deeply connected thing for me. Like
Mhm.
it is every aspect of my life. We've talked
Mhm.
about in this show several times. Like there's always music on. Yes, should there be silence? Maybe, but when there's no music, then it's not silent enough, right?
Mhm.
So anyways, there's always music on in the house, whether what at any time of the day, there's always something going on. So
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean,
Now
it
I'm just
is.
rambling
It
on that,
like,
but
well, it was like I texted you earlier this week or last week or some fucking time. Like, even like going back and revisiting an old album that you haven't pulled out in a
mm,
while and just like really sitting with it. I mean, it takes you, it's not even like, "Oh, man, I remember this song, like, yay," and you, like, bop around to it, but, like, I had the experience of pulling out this album that, like, I was so connected to when I was 12, 13 years old. Sitting on my bedroom floor, I can like, feel the carpet in my mind. I can see my stereo setup that was, like, sitting on top of a cardboard box that I would sit there and doodle on the box with a pen while I was listening to music. But just sitting and listening very deeply and intently to this album again, and I've listened to it plenty of times, since I was that age. But there was just something about like how deep into the music I was that like it transported me straight back to a different time, a different age. I felt a lot of the things that I was feeling at the time that I discovered this album, and it's just interesting to me that and insane to me that not everyone feels this way about music. Like, it
I know.
doesn't matter what the who the artist is, what the band is. I am mind blown that music does not do this for every single person on the earth. It just
Yeah. I don't yeah. I guess that's what
mind
makes us
blowing.
all unique, right? Like
Yeah. I
I
like this shit about, like, we are people or that there are some people and you and I are these people that, all the hairs on our body
yes,
raise
get the chills, get the goosebumps.
when a song hits a certain way or a note lands or crescendos and you
Mhm.
just feel it.
Yes.
What's it called?
Yes.
Frisian or something? Frisian?
Yeah, there's some scientific name for it that
I think that's what it
I'm not
is.
even gonna try. But
Frisian.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree. It's wild that not everybody experiences that, and I wish everybody could experience it
I
because
know.
I think it puts you on a different level of like
Yeah.
emotional awareness and
Yeah,
foundation
yeah, 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 yeah,
of
yeah.
being able to allow yourself to allow your body, your mind, your spirit to let just that moment, that note just be a moment of like peace for you,
Yeah,
right? Or that that moment of song, not just the note, but the moment of song that is a build up for you or a release for you where you're
yeah,
just like it's
yeah.
just mental release, and
I
I
feel
wish
like
everybody could experience
I
that.
feel like there would be a lot more compassion and joy in the world. What are you drinking out of?
Cups.
Fuck you.
That was a good one.
That was good.
It's
Oh, I see,
a
I see, I see.
Stanley.
It's disappearing. Yeah. Yeah.
It is disappearing, isn't it?
Oh, that was kinda, like, perfectly shaped around your head. Uh-huh. There's our
Look at
sticky
that.
sticker. Yeah, boy.
Look at Sticky's Dicky.
We'll post soon about our stickers.
I'm here.
You ever think, like, when you're, like, trying to be, like, super positive and, like, in the moment, you're like, "We only get this day once," Like, we only get January 28th, whatever fucking day it is, January 29th, 2026 once. we'll never have January 29th, 2026 again. Like, let's make it the best one ever. And then there are times like today I get to the end of it and I'm like, January 29th, 2026 can absolutely fuck off. Can kick rocks, pound sand, fuck you forever. Rip it off my day at a glance calendar. Fuck you. That's how I was. Like,
I
just
agree with you. I agree with you.
sprinkle
Completely
a little
agree
bit
with
of
you how that
gasoline on
feels.
it, toss a match, and say, fuck you, sir.
Please kindly fuck off right now.
Kindly fuck off.
That
I don't
actually
care that I
makes me
don't get
think
this
of
day
a
back.
hilarious. That makes me think of a hilarious parenting thing I now want to do to my kids, which is the inverse of that. When I ask them to do things or like come hang out with dad, I'm gonna say that's fine. Just means tomorrow I'm one day closer to death.
You're not going to get this day back, and one day you'll wish that you did.
Yeah.
But it's
Just
okay.
remember, dude, there are times though, like when the kids cross the line and they say shit, I'm like, you know what? There's gonna be a day where I'm fucking dead and gone, and I pray to God that I have taught you something and I haven't failed you completely.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Take something away from me, please. Carry something good from my bullshit. But, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Belushi.
All right, y'all. That's another helmet down, brain wide open episode of Living Life with a Helmet.
If you vibed with this, smash that follow, leave us a review, or just yell at us in your car like we're there.
We drop new episodes every week, so tell your ADHD cousin, your hot mess bestie, or your emotionally exhausted therapist. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Living Life with a Helmet.
Vibe up, helmet on, let's go.